Transportation Safety Board is renewing calls for new safety rules on school buses, and that includes seatbelts.
Yeah, Lydia Fielder joins us now here in the studio to tell us more about this. Lydia?
Hey guys, the NTSB is stressing the need for all new school buses to be equipped with alcohol detection systems. And this is thanks to an investigation into a West Virginia bus crash in which the driver was drunk. In March 2024, the driver ran off the road. The bus rolled over on its side. That crash injured almost 20 students, 3 of them seriously. The investigation found a concerning statistic. A study shows between 2015 and 2019, more than 100 school bus drivers across the country were cited or even arrested for driving while impaired by alcohol or drugs. Driving a school bus. The NTSB says the alcohol detection system should disable the bus if it detects that the bus driver might be impaired. They noted the systems are already being used on school buses in parts of Europe and are successful there. When it comes to seatbelts, the NTSB also says they give students better protection in rollovers and side impacts. The NTSB is now calling on West Virginia to require passenger and lap and shoulder seatbelts on new large school buses. There's no word on if this will expand across the country, but we'll certainly keep an eye on that, Jeremy.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. Now, we do know that Tennessee lawmakers are considering mandating seatbelts after 2 Clarksville middle schoolers were killed in a school bus crash last month. Tennessee Senator Mark Pody says for the next legislative session, he's looking at 3 specific pieces of safety technology that the state could require new school buses to have. That includes seatbelts, lane assistance, and collision detection technology. Currently, federal regulation only requires seatbelts on smaller school buses. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says they couldn't find enough proof to require them on larger buses, so they let seatbelt regulation on larger school buses up to the states. Pody says this legislation would likely set the regulations for new buses rather than requiring that existing ones be retrofitted.